Hey y'all. So first of all, y'all gonna have to ignore the huge moon crater that is on my face right here. I normally don't get blemishes, but it's like, hey, I'm here. It's like kaboom, guess who stepped in the room? So y'all just gonna have to see that. There's nothing I can do about it. Nonetheless, welcome to Receive and Relate if you haven't been here before. If you're new, hey. If you're older, you have been here before, welcome back. Good to see you. So guess what, y'all? Got a new series. So we're going to talk about sorry, I heard something. I don't know what it was. We're going to talk about childhood trauma. This is going to be a series on childhood trauma. I'm going to give a couple of, little short snippets of stories that happened to me. And then we're going to go from there. So if you are, if you've been here before and you enjoyed the narcissist series, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. I hope it helped, I hope you helped somebody with it. Because yeah, that was the whole point of it, right? So we're shifting here. We're shifting here to right now we're going to shift to childhood trauma. So I believe, oh yeah, also plug, if you have not subscribed to my podcast or follow my podcast, it's Receive and Relate, just Receive and Relate without the TV. Yeah, follow us there. That's how it started. Started off as a podcast. And now we are in ministry. So, but I still do podcasts. I still do episodes. So go there and subscribe also. But I want to say, I don't know if it was my very first one, but I think I shared it on my podcast before. But if I haven't, then I'll just go and I'll share it over there too. But I think I did. And this was the first time that I was traumatized as a child. And in that particular childhood trauma was sexual trauma for me. I was 6 years old, and I'm not going to name original names, so we're going to make up names for this story, okay? And in this story, or which is truth, but it's my story, I had a friend, in first grade, and she had a pastor, and she had a pastor. She had a father who was a pastor, and a mother who was a first lady. And my mom, who was very particular about who I spent the night with, she was one of those mothers that preferred people to stay the night with me, and inadvertently allowed me to stay with them. And I want to assume it's because that the father was a pastor and the mother was a first lady. Also, they were a married couple, But what happened to me did not happen in their house. It happened at my friend's grandmother's house. So what happened was, after church, we went to the grandmother's house, who had another grandson. I guess he was living there. And so my friend had a cousin. And my friend, and my friend's sister, one of my friend's sisters. She had two sisters, but one sister was just a baby at this time. The other sister was about a couple years younger than us. And we were all downstairs in the basement and playing around, just being 6-year-old. Well, I was 6. My friend was 6. I would later learn that the cousin was just a year older than me. I should mention that he was not an adult. This one wasn't. He was just a year older than me. And then her sister was a couple years younger than us. So we were very much children. And I don't know which parent it was, but somebody called the two sisters, my friend and her sister, upstairs. And I would have followed them. But I believe either I didn't go because, they didn't call my name to go, or he had said, this is part where I'm a little bit unsure of how I stayed down there. But nonetheless, I stayed down. I don't know if he told me to stay back or if I just stayed back because my name wasn't called. But I didn't sense any danger or anything before that. So we were hanging out, and let me say something. It happened so fast. He started off with a couple questions, and then the questions led to him physically touching me and touching me in my private areas. And I remember this feeling that came over me at 6 years old, that was this almost indescribable, or was indescribable when I was 6, because I didn't know how to articulate it. I didn't know how to describe what happened to me. Now, I had watched cable TV, right? But nothing past, at 6, it wasn't anything past kissing. You know what I mean? So I didn't see any of what he did to me, right? And so I began to feel this this feeling inside of confusion, because I didn't understand why what happened, right? But also a feeling of now I know what the feeling was called sin, right? But I didn't know as a child how to describe it. It was like it was I felt, I didn't know how I knew that I was dirty, but I felt dirty. You know, at the time I felt dirty, like disgusted, like I was violated. I was sexually violated. And because he did those things without my permission, and also I didn't understand what he was doing. And I remember when the girls came back downstairs, I remember us going out, because I kept remembering this balconies. I think she had a patio or something like that. And we went outside, and he was talking and playing with the girls like nothing ain't happened. Just a couple minutes before they came back downstairs, like nothing ain't happened. And I remember not being able to look at him in his face anymore. And when I left that night, I never told my mom. I never told a soul for many years. And I didn't even see or talk to this individual. I never thought I would see or talk to him again. I actually did end up seeing him years later when I entered my middle school. When I was walking in the hallway, 7th grade. And I seen him coming towards me, and it looked like I had seen a ghost. Like, and I knew he looked exactly the same. It didn't matter that he was probably about 14 at the time. It didn't matter. I knew exactly who he was. And I know he knew who I was, because his face became disgruntled. His face became really mean and really disgusted, as if what happened I did to him. But later I would find out, you know, through educational purposes and also through therapy and things like that, that abusers, they have like some of them have like narcissistic personalities. So they'll make you think that you were in the wrong and they were in the right, or that you were disgusting, you know, that, you know, they'll look at you like you were the perpetrator or whatever, you know. I would later find that out. So yeah, but this is just a little snippet, a little short story. That is it for tonight. I will come back next time with another one. Remember, people receive when they can relate. Can any of you relate to this? And shameless plug. This story and more will be in my new upcoming book, you guys. It is getting ready to be done and released. It is called Cage Girl, and I really, really would appreciate y'all support and going to purchase it. So stay tuned. Cage Girl is coming, okay? To an Amazon retail near you and other stores, you know. But stay tuned for that, all right? Remember, again, people receive when they can relate. I'll see you next time. Bye.